Hi, and welcome to Lesson 4 on how to produce a deep house record with me, Rob Webster. In the previous lesson, we focused on the vocal samples. Now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the second part of the track. So we're going to add an organ bass line, a sub bass line, and we're going to chop the vocals up a little bit more. So, in your sample pack, you should have a G Rhodes sample and an organ bass line sound. And also the link for the Tal bassline synth, which is the 64-bit Tal bassline, which is a free VST. So you can download that, make sure you install the DLL file, and then we can progress with the sub bass on that as well. So first things first, let's go to Instruments Rack and grab a simpler and put that down there. Go back to your sample pack and get the organ bass line and chuck that into it. And you should have this on your keyboard. Okay, so then we need to copy some kicks over. So copy 2 instances of the kick over and leave a gap between, because when we do the breakdown on the arrangement, we can focus on that section there where we connect both sections of the track. So for now, I'm going to record a bass line which is in the G minor 7 chord, and I'm going to record it in, and then I will play it back, and then I will do it slowly so that you can see the notes I'm playing, but I'll also have the screen highlighted so you can see exactly where the notes go. So I'll record the bass in, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to put 4 kicks in there, so I've got to count down. And it's that simple, that's straightforward. And then we'll double click, open up, so you can see, and there we go. So grab it all, edit and quantize. But we need to extend the notes. If they're too short, extend them. So the first note, make sure it's like that. And then these shorter notes, extend them all for the full length of each square, so that they're not cut off too quickly. Like this. And the last one, which is the F, put that across to the full length. And highlight them all and just drag the volume up. Extend that a bit more. And so basically, if you can see that on the screen there, what I've done is you press the G on the second octave, and what you do is you press that twice and you go down to the F and then back to the G and the B flat, so it goes like this. And then the B flat, C, D and F. Okay, so if you can't play that in as tightly as you think you can, at least you'll be able to draw them in from the diagram that you can see on the screen there. Okay, so double copy that over, so you've got a duplicate of that, and then go to your panel here and turn up the A send of the reverb on your organ bass line to about 2 o'clock. So it just gives it that nice little touch of reverb. Okay, so that's the organ bass line in for this part. What we need to do now is go into your sample pack, and there's a sound called G Rhodes Stab. Grab that and just put that into a channel there, and back to your mixing desk and just turn it down slightly. And this is just a little bit of padding for the second section. It's just basically just gives it a nice bit of warmth. So, but what we're going to do with this is go to our effects rack, and we're going to add a chorus. Just leave it as it is. You could play about it, it's all subjective again, so I've just put it down slightly. And then we're going to add an auto filter. Double click on that, and then what we do is we turn the amount fully up, change the hertz to the musical notation, and select 1/4 in the rate, and then pull the dial across. It just gives it that wobble, so somewhere around there. And that's that. That just, as I say, that's just a little bit of bedding for the track. And then what we could do is go back to the vocal sample, and on my keyboard it's on the second octave on the F, which is this one. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to record in a little stab of that vocal there. Like that. And again, it's just a little bit of character for the track. So, and what we'll do is as the track goes along, we'll change the vocals again and cut it up and so forth. Okay, so that's that little bit done. I mean, with this vocal sample, you could put any of your snippets in. It's entirely up to you. Right? You could mess about with it like this. So on, you know, it's entirely up to you. But I'm just going to keep it quite simple for now and just put that little snippet in. Okay. Right, so that's that done with the Rhodes stab. Now what we need to do is go to our plugins and get the Tau bassline, which we installed earlier. And within the presets, there's an envelope sub bass. Now select that and you'll get this sound. It's quite round at the moment. So what we need to do is take the frequency fully down, the resonance fully down, the saw fully down, and the pulse fully down. And there we have that nice kind of fat round sub sort of bass. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a lower octave. So the first octave, if you like. And we're just going to do simple notes with the G, the C and the D in time with the bass line of the organ. So let's see what we come up with. So I'll play that in, I'll record that in. There, and there we go. It's 3 notes in time with each of the note change on the organ. So it's 2 Gs, get them on line, and then a single G there, and then 2 Cs, and then 2 Ds. And again, that's just a nice little bit of bedding for the track, just to have a little bit of warmth and a bit more beef to it. Okay, so that's that section done. So hopefully you should have that. Just do a quick recap. The organ bass line, the Rhodes stab, let's just name that, and the sub bass. Okay, so once we've done that, what we need to do is go back to the organ and put a compressor on it from the audio effects rack. So just double click on the compressor and just pull the threshold down so that the organ bass comes through clearer. Maybe turn down the sub bass a bit if you feel that that's too loud. And then put a compressor on the sub. Just pull your threshold down halfway. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson. So I hope you've got all that in. So just as I say, a quick recap, a little vocal sample, the organ bass line, the G Rhodes stab and the Tau bass line for the sub. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.